good, YouTube? It's your boy YvngAjay back with another
banger,
man. Zachary about today's title about to react to the deadly war that started UK drill 67 verse 1.
You see this crip ass nigga right here? Big B's, nigga.
Man. Hey, I ain't in no games, nigga.
Hey, yes he is.
No, I'm not.
Yes he is.
You a blood?
He a Nipsey
You a
Hussle.
blood?
Big B's, nigga. Nigga, what's up,
you know
blood?
we got them niggas in Cali watching, bro. You know they watching, right? Bro, this nigga. So somebody gonna put you on TikTok when niggas blow up and shit. They gonna be like, hey, so Mo,
I'm a fake ass gangsta. I'm from Michigan. We ain't got no bloods here. Oh damn, I can't.
Hey, on some real shit, I remember when we was in Cali, bro. I wore all red.
Yeah, this thing almost got us killed, bro.
Nigga, we went to, where was we at? What's that? I was about to say Waffle House. Not Waffle House, Chicken and Waffles.
Roscoe Chicken.
Nigga.
The P&B Rock place.
I was wearing all red, bro.
Them niggas finna get on our ass, bro. They knew we wasn't from here. That's why we got saved, for real. If you look like we had money that day, any jewelry.
Oh my God, yeah. Somebody can set the play for sure. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But look, finna react to this, man. Finna see what they talking about. Hey, we learning some new shit today, man. Make sure I like, comment, share.
Think that I'm good enough.
Notifications. Let's get straight to it, man.
That boy's a Leah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Since its roots, from its underground and heavily Chicago influence start to a now more commercial and cleaned up
Central.
genre. If we was to tell people back in 2012 that 10 years later that drill artists would be getting hundreds of millions of views and be getting nominated for Brit Awards, they'd think you're crazy, but it's happened. Let's look into how the genre even started in the first place and how a deadly feud in South London.
Hey bro, be honest. What beef y'all like? You know, we've paid attention to the Chicago wave beef from 2011 till now. What's bigger, that or this UK shit? Because there's a lot of UK beef that we don't know about.
You talking about like the UK beef?
Like, you know how they be doing documentaries about the UK beef?
Yeah.
Like, is it bigger than how like the Chicago beef is? Because you know, like the BDs and GDs and how many deaths and casualties be happening. Like, which one be having the more casualties, Chicago or UK?
I feel like.
Cause I feel like it's UK for real.
You think so?
Yeah.
Cause there's a lot of shit we don't know.
Cause the thing is about UK is different when it comes to deaths. Niggas be getting stabbed and all that shit, bro. That'd be easier deaths. But through time, Chicago has had a lot of deaths though, no cap. Because a lot of rappers have died through this shit.
Somebody gonna comment down below and let us know.
I want to know though, because the Chicago UK drill is the same shit, bro.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah,
UK drill definitely influenced by, you know.
Chicago, everybody is. Yeah, New York drill is influenced by
If anybody say they not, bro, they cap.
That's cap.
For real.
Y'all know what's your favorite rappers? The GOAT.
Let's look into how the genre even started in the first place and how a deadly feud in South London got us all the way here. Let's get into it.
If any of them fuck with Diggy, if any of them fuck with Diggy D, they fuck with me.
Central need to drop some shit, man. Stop playing. I need to
hide it right now, man. Hide it right
now. I just want to give a quick shout out to every
Hey, no free
man, we don't want that shit, nigga.
Hey, I should let you do this shit.
Long ass promo.
I should let. Oh, Sosa.
Oh, see, look, we already.
Hey, we just said Chicago though. We just said Chicago.
So the drill sound as a whole originally started in Southside Chicago with some early artists to create the sound, being big Chicago rapper Chief Keef and now deceased Little JoJo in the early 2010s, which is a whole different story for another video. But it didn't take too long for London to start.
I remember back then them earrings some niggas was wearing.
Bro, they used to wear the fattest earrings, bro. I remember everybody's calling them Little JoJo earrings, bro.
Bro, them bitches was fattest.
But they was hard back then though.
Drill song to come out in 2013 with a couple
I wonder how heavy that was for 20 years.
150 dropping a song called It's Cracking, which was a heavy diss track to another opposition gang called 6-7
I missed the drill back then,
Brixton Hill. 6-7 even came back with their own diss drill song using the same beat as the song It's Cracking and named it It's Frying. But it wasn't always like this. Just a few years before this, 6-7 and 150's area used to be cool. These times 6-7's area
it always starts like, oh my god, it always starts like this, bro. They start off cool, then they just split apart.
Man, it's always some shit, man.
Like even with the New York shit, the OGs and the YGs used to be cool. So it could have been a possibility D-Thang and Side K and it would have been cool. Then something happened and it separated them from them. The young gunners and the original gunners and the original gangsters.
Literally everybody could just stay in their lane.
Original goons.
Everybody could just stay in their lane. But that shit hard though, cause everybody got so much shit going on, bro.
Yeah. And there's so many people in these hoods. Like everybody got issues, bro.
Niggas hating.
You feel me?
All that shit.
It's not gonna be a situation where the whole hood is gonna fuck with another hood. Some people have animosity towards these niggas, even if they're affiliated together, bro.
That shit crazy.
It's too many niggas to control, bro. That's why every gang need a leader, bro. With no leader, there's no like discipline.
Facts.
That's why Larry Hoover being in jail is fucked up for Chicago, because all this shit's fucked up now. They need to free that nigga. Fuck them fucking
Larry Hoover.
Yeah, free them too, nigga. Free them too. Man. When Big Meech come on, couple years.
Yeah.
Couple years, like 4 years left, I think.
Man.
when he come on,
that time gonna fly. I ain't gonna lie,
bro. And the thing is, BMF is gonna keep going up. It's gonna be more season BMF, so when Big Meech come on, it's gonna be a celebration.
That's gonna be a holiday. I ain't
literally.
Gonna lie. There's many niggas that be talking about him in the raps and shit, bro.
Brian.
Ben talking about he put so many rappers on.
Just a few years before this,
only
6-7 and 150's area used to be cool. These times, 6-7's area, Brixton Hill, used to be called BHB, which was an abbreviation for the Brixton Hill Bullies. And 150's area, which is situated in the Brixton estate called Angeltown, used to be called Gas Gang, with both Brixton Hill and Brixton only being separated by one road. There are even some early tunes with both.
What would you say?
Fuck that.
I see what y'all trying to do.
Both
We're trying to do DBG, get 90 ads
on
the
the
video.
same track. In the early 2010s,
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta get that money though. I would do the same thing.
Stuff started getting patchy in the area
That's crazy.
in 2010. Around these times, Gas Gang, who are now called 150, were having back and forth with another gang located around 7 minutes away in an area called the Lower Toes Hill, and the gang in that area was called TN1. But on July the 2nd, 2010, this back and forth took a turn for the worse. An affiliate of the TN1 gang, a 15-year-old kid who went by the name Little Zak, was making his way towards his pupil referral unit, which is pretty much a school for kids who have been kicked out of their mainstream school, normally for bad behavior. Unfortunately, on some bad timing, 5 members of Gas Gang were also making their way towards his school. Before Little Zak could even get to his school gates, the Gas Gang members jumped out on him, and with Little Zak probably being so terrified and not thinking straight, instead of running into his school, he tried to make a break for it on the road. He managed to get around 100 meters away, but was eventually cornered in the back garden and was repeatedly stabbed to death. This death was especially sad due to Little Zak, just a day before his murder, gave a speech at a London conference about how he wanted to leave the gang life behind him and move on.
It always be like that once they want to leave, bro.
Leading him to be very small for his age. 5 teenagers were sentenced for this murder, one being a big Gas Gang rapper on the scene.
One person, bro?
He was actually identified literally by his nose
bro.
poking out of his hoodie on the CCTV. The
I'm gonna
murder
regret
of Little Zak
that
made
shit now.
politics weird in the area, including people from Brixton Hill who are civil with both TN1 and Gas Gang. This situation, alongside a few more situations, caused a massive divide between Brixton Hill and Brixton. Around the same time, the Chicago drill scene started popping up, with the whole of London being tuned in to big Chicago rapper Chief Keef, which started slowly influencing the UK rap game. In 2012, both 6-7 and 150 started to become more active in the rap scene, with 6-7 having a couple rappers like Scribs and Dimsy, and 150 having a few rappers as well like Styx and M-Dog, rapping on old school UK rap beats. But around 2012 you could already start to see some early influence, which started showing when 150 rapper Styx dropped a song called Psycho in 2012. He starts the song off by saying Sosa Baby, which is the same way how Chicago rapper Chief Keef was starting the song. The following year in 2013, this developed into 6-7, making probably the first drill diss track, with 6-7 members, Scribs and Monkey, making a diss track towards 150 called Really in the Field. A month later, 150 rappers, Styx and M-Dog, came back at 6-7, with the drill diss track that I mentioned previous called It's Crackin'. In 2014, more and more back and forth tracks between the two gangs continued, and in the same year, other gangs in South London start to jump on drill beats as well, including 6-7 jumping on the same beat as the diss track 150 aimed at them called It's Crackin', turning this into the first UK.
They said they hopped on the same beat, just like that one. What's that song that everybody
BDK.
hopped on in Chicago?
Oh, it's all dead. Fuck your homie dead.
Yeah.
Fuck your homie dead.
Wait, no.
What be? Or is it
King Von was on
Expose
it.
Me?
Duck was on it. Yeah, that one,
okay,
bro.
man.
That shit.
got no
that
hope.
beat was
Track
so
150
hard.
That beat was hard.
I feel like everybody snapped on that
into
bitch.
the
Literally.
first UK drill beef.
But
This
Doug
was
was
also
crazy.
making the
I ain't gonna
streets
lie.
hot at the time.
That's
And
the
less
Ruger
than a
went the
couple weeks after
Ruger,
6-7
oh my
dropped
God.
their diss track called It's Ryan, it was clear that this feud was just more than music. On February the 25th, 2014, a 6-7 member took a trip to Angeltown Estate, which is
It's crazy.
territory.
Like it's always like every time I watch the documentaries, it's always like this. One of these niggas go to the ops hood or somewhere that they're not familiar to, and then this happens. Like, bro, like if this is frequently, why would y'all like not think? Like, stop thinking like that, bro. I gotta be safe.
5th, 2014, the 6-7 member took a trip to Angel Town Estate, which is territory of the 150 gang, until he saw a member of 150 and started trying to run him down. A 150 rapper who went by the name SQ just happened to be driving past at the time and spotted the altercation and tried to hop out of his car and help his friend out. When SQ approached the 6-7 member, he was stabbed multiple times, with a stab wound hitting his heart, leaving him in critical condition and sadly later dying from his injuries. Around the same time, 6-7 started gaining more notoriety in the music scene, mainly due to a rapper from the gang called Scribs. But at the time, Scribs was on a couple cases, which in 2014 eventually ended up with him being banned from making music. But this didn't stop him.
It be like that out there?
Changing his name to LD and dropping the biggest UK drill tune to come out at the time.
Hey, 6-7 years ago, that's a lot of views, no cap.
And people in the UK that never heard of drill,
yeah, that's a lot of views back then.
After this song, and this really puts it
back then, bro. Millions of views back then was way more than it is now. Anybody can get 1 million now, bro. Back then, if you could get 1 million,
you do get views over time, but like that's they still probably got a lot.
No, they probably hit 1 million for sure back then, though. You feel me? It probably is growing because like this videos like these and shit like that. But it definitely hit 1 mil for sure. But I'm saying like having 1 mil in like 2011 to 2015
that's
was big.
That's a lot of.
But if you get that shit now, it's like
anybody can hit that for real.
But if you hit 1 million back then, it's like nigga, you about to get signed type shit. For
real.
You can get 1 million now and still be unsigned and be a weak ass rapper, bro. Swear to God, bro. Even with YouTube, some YouTubers being 1 million, then they fall off after.
No, UK that never heard of drill certainly heard of this song, and this really put 6-7 on the map. After this,
I see with the black flags, okay,
views on pretty much anything they put out there. While 150 was starting to struggle for views, but while 6-7 was starting to pick up momentum on their tracks, the streets were also starting to heat up. In 2015, a 6-7 rapper called SJ ordered a minicab from Kennington in South London to an area called Herne Hill, also in South London. But halfway through his journey, his cab was spun by police, and once him and the cab were searched, he was found in possession of a revolver and was sentenced to 5 years in prison. Unfortunately, this was deep into when
prison though, not even a county prison.
Success. But this didn't really stop the gang's success, and 6-7 really turned drill from an underground sound to a genre which will be listened to all over the country.
So why does it seem like 6-7 starts the drill wave in the UK? That's what it kind of sounds like right now.
Man, 6-7.
Yeah, cause I mean these niggas were like there when Chief Keef and them was around, so everybody must know these niggas that like we listen to now type shit.
Man, shit just be changing, bro.
Literally.
From an underground sound to a genre which will be listened to all over the country, which was definitely clear when 6-7 was nominated for Best Newcomer in the 2016 Mobile Awards, which was a big statement for the genre. But while 6-7 was starting to receive musical success, 150 was starting to fall under the radar until a 150 rapper called M24 started to jump on the scene, jumping on a feature with rappers from another gang in Brixton called Skengdo and AM, which done numbers. And he really started
want us to react to these songs that they put in.
In 2019, featuring other members of his 150 gang on this song, getting tens of millions of views. But while 150 was starting to rise up in the scene, 2019 proved to be a deadly year for this war. On March the 19th,
hey, you know something bad for happen when this little sound comes.
Oh God, it's that one.
2019 proved to be a deadly year
for this war. Sad as shit.
March the 19th, a 6-7 rapper called Leaks was driving through Clapham in South London with his brother. Now, Clapham is territory of a gang called CT, who are closely aligned with 150 and also beef 6-7. Leaks' brother, who was driving at the time, turned into a street called Clapham Park Road when they drove into traffic. Two members of the CT gang spotted Leaks in the passenger seat, one packed with a knife, the other with a walking crutch, and started to pursue the car and tried to spin his whip to avoid the traffic and get away. But unfortunately, while doing this, he crashed into a traffic light. One member of CT then lunged into the driver's seat while the window was open and stabbed Leaks' brother 3 times. The other member started whacking him with the walking stick. The 6-7 rapper Leaks actually managed to pull a walking stick from the back seat and tried to protect his brother, but in less than 10 seconds of confrontation, it was too late, and Leaks' brother sadly died from his injuries. The saddest thing about his death,
it's sad to say, but this is why you gotta keep it on you.
He gonna feel like that's his fault.
Literally, it is. Realistically, it is his fault. His brother probably had nothing to do with nothing, bro. He was just in the car with him, and then shit like that's why another thing. Watch who you go in the car with,
man,
or watch who you put in the car with. And if you're gonna people in the car, tint your windows, bro, because you don't want people to see you, bro. You don't want to be in no fishbowl. That's shit like that. If you got enemies though,
Facts.
Leaks' brother sadly died from his injuries. The saddest thing about his death, Leaks' brother, who was a father at the time, wasn't even involved in the gang life. A couple months after this, an 18-year-old affiliate of CT called Stomps was also killed, and the 6-7 member called Giant was convicted for the murder and sentenced to life. Around this time, 6-7 started falling off quite a bit on music, especially after two of their main rappers called ASAP and LD.
I'm gonna show you how to.
Man, you trying to make your money, huh?
LD were locked up for a county line operation, which was shipping crack and heroin from South London to more than an hour away in Basingstoke. More 6-7 members were also booked in 2019, running different county line operations around the country. And another 6-7 rapper called ST just got sentenced
all these light skinned niggas going crazy.
Possession of a revolver. It was starting to
8
seem like
years for possession of a revolver.
His time with the king of drill music.
And I know a nigga that just got out from a pistol.
150 rappers like M24 and Stick were starting to make moves in the music scene.
Bro, that jacket's ass. That jacket's ass.
M24 and
Look,
Stick were starting.
what the fuck is that?
Whoa, that bitch long as hell.
What the fuck is that, yo?
Oh
that gotta be like some
gosh.
2015 shit, man. The hell?
Nah, this for sure old.
Yeah.
This for sure old.
Made moves in the music scene, but while 6-7 was starting to become more quieter in the scene, affiliates of 6-7 from a nearby estate
but then again, UK is different than us,
starting to make some noise on the scene, with two rappers from the estate called VD and Dopey dropping a very rude song directed towards mainly 150 and CT called Local Shops. This song came with a lot of disses towards someone called S1. S1 was an 18-year-old
That's not even a real page.
His life was sadly ended.
That's so fucked up with the UK, bro. That's why niggas can't make money off this shit.
One of his female friends were walking through Brixton when they were approached by a RuPaul Park member who went by the name TY. S1 and TY were seen conversing on the street, which ended with the pair going their separate ways. Around 30 minutes after the first altercation, S1 and his female friend were starting to make their way towards a nearby house and happened to walk past TY again. But this time, TY started to follow S1 and eventually approached him. This altercation was much more violent than the first, which ended in a fight with S1 being left with multiple stab wounds and sadly dying from his wounds. But after this,
what would you rather like be recuperating from? Stab wounds or gunshots?
It depends where, bro.
No, but I'm saying gunshots in your body. Either stab wounds or gunshots. What would you rather feel like recuperating from? Like trying to like really
probably.
I'm gonna have to say gunshot. Cause stab wounds is like them, you getting poked.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It really depends on the night. It's like, bro.
Cause you know a gunshot can go through type shit. You feel me? But then again, some bullets can be stuck in your body for the rest of your life.
Exactly. It's all different.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's different. That's the hard. We got comments. I just wanted to ask a little.
But people, hey, it definitely happened to niggas and they survived.
Even I don't want that to happen to none of us.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
But it's just a good question, you feel me?
Nah, facts.
Cause these niggas be getting stabbed a lot out here.
But niggas be surviving.
No, for real. But stabbing is like, if it's a certain part of your body, it's rap, bro.
But after the success of their first song, VD and Dopey were starting to hit the booth
I
more
fuck with this, like, this is a good documentary, I ain't gonna lie.
With RuPaul Park becoming more of a smaller
Bro, these niggas be wearing
band, they were gonna start carrying
gloves
the
and shit.
6-7 name on their song.
Can't even
But in
see
September
these niggas. They don't like being
2019,
seen.
Man, I feel them, man. The way the police be out there, nigga.
After VD and Dopey got into a
Even the
situation outside
streets
the
know who they
KFC
is.
in
They
West
don't want the
London,
police to
which
know.
ended with
Cause the
VD
streets
stabbing
definitely know
a
who these niggas is, bro.
17-year-old to death. VD and Dopey were both sentenced for this murder, but Dopey ended up beating the case. VD wasn't that lucky though, and he was convicted for the murder. By this time, drill had started to become more commercialized, and even though some other 6-7 members were starting to release tracks, they weren't really popping off as much as they used to. While the top drill artists like Tion Wayne and Russ Millions were dropping more catchy and rhythm-based drill songs, 6-7 were still dropping more lyrically based
them niggas be having drip, bro.
songs, which wasn't really with the times in 2020. But this is where 150 rapper M24 really started to pop off. Even jumping on the hit song with Tion Wayne.
Yeah, Tion Wayne be
London,
busting.
a new rapper from 6-7 called PR started making some noise in the scene though. But again, his songs were more lyrically based and also really violent, which ended up taking down a lot of his tracks due to the feds saying that his songs were inciting violence, especially due to the spout of violence that was going on in Brixton Brixton at the time. But when we compare year by year crime statistics, Brixton crime has actually went down.
This nigga is making a music video in the
quite significant, with it mainly due to the rundown estates in Brixton, like 150s.
They probably don't want them to know exact place they're at because it could have been an odd place.
Rebuilt with nice modern apartments, making the area look almost unrecognizable from its former state. But unfortunately, the estate still has a big issue with gang violence, with it still being the area where 150 members reside and chill, which also means it's a hotspot for enemies who are looking for 150 members to go to, which was clear on August 20th, 2020, around 6 p.m. On this day, 150's rapper called Stick was celebrating his birthday on the Angeltown estate. So a rapper called 16 Shots, from an affiliate gang of 6'7", took a trip to the Angeltown estate that day. When he arrived, he managed to find 150 rapper Sticks and stabbed him in his face. But when the 16 Shots tried to make an escape from the estate, multiple 150 members were catching wind to what just happened and started to chase him out the estate. But once the gang caught up to him, the rapper's 16 Shots was stabbed repeatedly, leaving him with a total of 33 stab wounds all over his body in front of herds of shocked onlookers. Not too long after, paramedics and police arrived at the scene after multiple calls about the incident. When the ambulance arrived, they tried to treat the wounds, but because there were so many, paramedics had to strip him naked in front of the residents of the estate, with 16 Shots constantly begging for a blanket to cover him up. But the medical workers soon realized that the injuries were much worse than they thought, so they had to airlift him to a nearby hospital, where he sadly died later on. Sticks, along with a few more 150 members, were originally arrested for the murder, with some being released under investigation.
He got stabbed, and then niggas got the word, like, niggas probably near him and shit. They got him. They got the give back lesson. That was probably less than an hour for
with no further action. But at the end of last year, after the feds had investigated the murder, another 150 rapper called M-Dog, alongside a few more members, got charged for the murder and are currently awaiting trial. M-Dog was actually quite a big pioneer for UK drill music, with him jumping on one of the first ever UK drill songs, which is sad to see him go out like that. And with another triple shooting on the Angeltown,
you niggas really be like that. That's what it is, bro.
Leaving an affiliate of 150.
That's one thing I will say about the UK rappers. I feel like they're more about it with their raps than US rappers, bro. We got a lot of pretenders with the US rappers, bro.
Because niggas,
most of the niggas are pretenders, bro.
Because most of these niggas out here blowing up off pretending.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And over there, I feel like I'm not gonna say I know for sure, but I feel like snitching over there is worse than snitching here. Niggas over here.
I was about to ask. I wonder because I don't really be hearing niggas talk about niggas snitching.
That's what I'm saying.
But I want to know. I know it's niggas snitching out there, but like, you barely.
Like I wonder how frequent it is compared to America, because nigga, you saw the Young Thug shit that's happened. 11-year informant, that's crazy,
bro. That is wicked. Nigga.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And he acting like he's still acting like he's snitching.
Checking his post.
Like that's crazy.
Nigga, you already told.
And he on the internet still acting like he ain't snitched. Like he said, if you know, you know, basically, or some shit like that.
There's no explanation for what you did, sir.
Bro, that's crazy.
Shit, wow,
you gotta really watch out, bro.
It shows this beef has no signs of ending soon, despite both groups seeing musical success. Nowadays, UK drill is in a completely different place to how it was in 2013.
Way different.
New age drill artists being judged more on their musical ability rather than what they've done in the streets. But it's impossible to have a conversation on the pioneers of UK drill without talking about 6'7" and 150's launch of the
That's scaring me, bro. I'm gotta kill be scared of that.
That's OD, bro.
Yeah, that was good. Crazy. That was good documentary. Keep more with the gang ones. I fuck with those.
Nah, hell yeah. More. I wish we would have, bro. It would have been way different if we was like listening to UK drill back then and like paid attention to it and we learned a lot of shit about it. Bro, we had know so much shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But hey, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications, man. Keep commenting, let us know. We out.